White pressure, the Capitals, Pavaka slides it ahead for Konowalka. Backhander, Dave backs it in! Right out of the air! Wow, Doctor, what a great play!
Dave Johnson welcoming you to another edition of Capitals Face-Off this week. We're hanging out at Piney Orchard. In fact, this is the Capitals weight training room, how they keep in shape, not only for some in the offseason, but certainly during the regular season, and also a place where players like Michael Pavonka, Pat Pika, Sylvain Cote spend their time rehabilitating, trying to get back healthy and get back in the Washington Capitals lineup. Of course, coming up this week on Capitals Face-Off, we're going to have a feature on fan hysteria, those crazy, and great, wonderful Washington Capitals fans. Also, with all this cold weather, we figured we'd warm you up, take you back into the summer, let you know what some of the Capitals were doing during the summer. In fact, spending some time spreading the gospel of hockey. But as always on Capitals Face-Off, we begin with our week in review. And once again, it's another week worth taking a look back at. The Capitals staying in the Atlantic Division, winning 2 of 3 games. Of course, the win on the road against the Tampa Bay Lightning, a bit of a hiccup on the road against the Florida Panthers. But at home against the New York Rangers, that dramatic win on Todd Krieger's game-winning goal. So go ahead, rev up your VCR. We start with our Capitals Face-Off Week in Review. The Capitals open the week in Tampa Bay, and from the beginning, the Capitals knew it was going to be a hard-hitting and physical game. Mark Tenorti opens the hitting. He levels Dino Ciccarelli. Brendan Witt got the scoring started in the second period. Here he redirects that Mike Eagles pass through the legs of Lightning goaltender Corey Schwab. It gives the Capitals the early 1-0 lead on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Tampa, though, would tie the score. 5 minutes later, a hard wrister by rookie Drew Bannister. That's in the net. But the Capitals would come back in the third period. Calle Johansson holds the puck in the zone. Then Peter Bondra centers to Craig Berube. Berube for his first goal of the season. Craig Berube and the Capitals go on to a 2-1 win. Capitals' next game against last year's Eastern Conference champion, Florida Panthers. Panthers would strike first on a great effort by Scott Mellenby. Works the puck free against the boards and redirects the shot past Ole Kolzig. Gives the Panthers an early 1-0 lead. But the Capitals would come back, already down 2-0 and shorthanded. Mike Eagles stealing the pass and looks for a streaking Peter Bondra. He beats the Beezer, beats John Van Beesbrook on the breakaway. It closes the lead to 2-1. The Panthers would strike back only minutes later. Great centering pass by Dave Lowry to a streaking Ed Jovanovski. He beats Ole Kolzig. And the Panthers now a 2-goal lead. The Panthers on top of the Capitals 3-1. But the Caps wouldn't go down easily. Brendan Witt takes the Calle Johansson dump in, scores past John Van Beesbrook, but it was a little too late. The Capitals fall in Florida 4-2. Caps would come back home on home ice to face one of their biggest division rivals, the New York Rangers, led by Mark Messier and Wayne Gretzky. Only 2 minutes into the game, Mark Messier breaks it alone, but stoned by Carey. Newly acquired Chris Simon in his first regular season game with the Caps, keeping a watchful eye over his teammates. And you need to keep a watchful eye. Craig Berube and Eric Caron get the rough stuff started, and 2 minutes into the game, and the Chief, he lands a solid punch on Caron. Caron goes to the box. Chris Simon and Peter Bondra applaud the effort of their teammate, Craig Berube. Only minutes later, Wayne Gretzky, nifty stick works the give and go with Thomas Handstrom, only to be denied by Carey. But the Rangers would keep the pressure on the Caps. Kovalev wins the draw, back to Brian Leetch. His shot, but the rebound goes right to Luke Robitaille. He scores. The Rangers have the early 1-0 lead. With the score tied at 1, the Capitals would take the lead in the second period on the power play. Joey Juneau sets up Calle Johansson. Great centering pass to beat Clint Healy. It gives the Capitals a 2-1 lead. And the US Air Arena crowd, with good reason, goes crazy. After a third period goal by Pat Flatley, Todd Krieger takes a pass from Joey Juneau, and he rips a slapper past Glenn Healy. It gives the Capitals a 3-2 lead. That's all the Capitals would need. The Capitals And their fans going home happy as Clinton Healy agonized over the loss again. The final, Caps 3, Rangers 2. Get a great week for the Washington Capitals. Another productive week as they make the climb up in the Atlantic Division standings. And what a way to punctuate that week with a dramatic, very dramatic win over the New York Rangers at US Air Arena. A victory that really electrified the fans at US Air Arena, and that's always been the case pretty much with Capitals fans. They've had a reason to be electrified, always appreciative of the Capitals' hard-working style that through the years produced many dividends, playoff success, and of course Capitals fans looking forward to more of that in the 96-97 season as the Capitals inching toward the playoffs. Now, of course, you notice that with the new Capitals logo, that has helped create the fever. We had a chance to catch up with a number of the Capitals fans and get their thoughts on this 96-97 season.
My name is Maddie McConnell, and I love the Caps, and I just got all their autographs almost.
Kevin Kaminsky, who's on this jersey already. Ole Kolzig is on this jersey already. And I came on the Beltway 2 hours just to get Kelly Miller's.
And I got Joey Juneau, my favorite player. See? It always works.
Sum up the Capitals in a word for you.
In one word, what would it be? If you had to sum them up, what would it be?
What does that mean?
Sum up in one word.
Big defense.
Cool. Cool. Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Fast.
Outstanding.
I just like their playing.
What do I like best about the Capitals?
Steve Kariya.
Dale Hunter?
Peter Bondra.
Kariya and Bondra had an outstanding season last year, and I think they're looking forward to a good season this year.
Fast paced. What are you zooming in and zooming out?
Well, I really like their goaltenders, Kariya and Kolzig.
My twin brother.
You think you look alike or what?
I was getting blamed for some recent things that happened in the area, and I don't know why. Okay, I gotta breathe here real quick.
They're always hard-working. It's a hard-working team.
Good defense, high-scoring offense.
I think Schoenfeld's done a real good job with the defense, bringing up a lot of good players. They know a lot of good hitting, a lot of good forechecking.
They never give up.
Well, they're a fighting team. I think they have a good chance at the playoffs, maybe even the championship, because I've really watched them play a lot, and they got a lot of teamwork going for them. So that's what I think will help them.
Caps number one! Caps are number one!
Caps number one! Caps number one! Capitals number one!
Capitals number one! Capitals number one! Capitals number one! Capitals number one!
Get the Capitals fans excited about the Capital style of play, excited about the Capital success. Well, all the Capital success, it starts right here, Piney Orchard, the Capitals training facility here in Odenton, Maryland. In fact, a lot of fans often come down to get a chance to catch the Capitals practice and see how it all begins for the Washington Capitals. Now, another reason why Capital fans are so avid, so behind the Washington Capitals, the Capitals have always been an organization that reaches out to the community, gets involved in the community, not only to reward their fans, but also to increase the fan base. And of course, last year, Capitals attendance up again this season. You look at the crowds at US Air Arena, doesn't just happen by magic, doesn't just happen overnight. It's a entire season involvement for the Washington Capitals, not just the regular season, but also the off season. That means activity in the summer. These guys just aren't on cruise ships. In fact, when we come back here in Washington Capitals face-off, the Capitals are going to break out in the summer. Another way, the Capitals reaching out. That's when we continue our Capitals face-off. Let's stay there.
Stay tuned for more Capital face-off after after this what commercial? After these messages. Stay tuned for more Capital face-off after these commercials. I'm so bad at this. Get somebody that speaks English.
Thanks a lot.
Back to Capitals face-off. Welcome back to Capitals face-off. What? Oh, Phil? Welcome back to Capitals face-off.
There we go!
Like, what's this? Hey? Welcome back to Capitals face-off. I'm out of here. That's it.
Thank you, Joe.
He's bugging me.
Are you?
Dave Johnson back on Capitals face-off, spending some time here at the Capitals training facility at Piney Orchard. It's happy birthday to Steve Kariya this week. 24 years old, huh?
Yeah.
Do you feel 24 yet?
Yep, getting old.
Now, let's talk about this place quickly, Piney Orchards. This is a fun place. You guys have a lot of fun out here. These practices look kind of grueling.
No, they're fun. You know, everyone's kind of loose right now. Just working hard, but we're having fun while we work hard, and it's what we need.
What about this stretch of late? Obviously, you know, on any given week, you have 3 games. It seems like you're winning 2 out of 3 games.
Anytime I think you win 2 out of 3, we'll be happy. You know, we got a tough schedule coming up now. We just got to look at it one game at a time, you know.
What about some of the things, though, that have been working of late for the Washington Capitals? I mean, we saw the other night in the Rangers game. I think it's a sign of the way things are going for a team when you get that victory in dramatic fashion in the final minute of a game.
Well, it was a pretty close game. You know, they had a lot of chances. Jim Kariya played good. We had a few. Their goalie played good, so you knew it was going to come down to the end, and it was exciting. Krieger on a breakaway and score. I mean, it's great for the fans and great way to win.
Indeed, great way to win. Always, and beating any team in the division is a great way to win. What about you, for you personally? You hit the ripe old age of 24 now, but you had quite a summer with the World Cup. That was quite an experience.
It was really exciting, you know, to play with the guys I played with and just meet the guys. It was really exciting, and unfortunately, we had a chance to win. So it was a time I'll remember for the rest of my life.
Now, do you think the way they're marketing that event now that could really even up the profile of it? Because obviously it was a Canada Cup before, but this seems like it's something that really could catch on.
Yeah, you know, whenever you call it the World Cup, it involves more of the world. You know, when it's a Canada Cup, you know, it's real big in Canada, the United States take it seriously, but in Europe maybe they don't know as much about it. But now that it's a World Cup, you know, Sweden and Germany and every country follows it real closely.
Wait, did you get anything in particular from that experience?
Well, I mean, it just anytime you play with better players, I think you're going to get better. You know, it's just watching them and learning from them, and then the experience when I'm an old man, I'll remember, you know.
Old man, like 25 or something when you go. Now, of course, the Capitals are very involved typically in the off season. A couple of years ago, you had a chance to be part of Breakout. That was a lot of fun for you.
Breakout was a lot of fun. You know, they got it's great for the little kids. You know, they get out there and play around and have different events. It's a lot of fun, and it's good for the community.
Well, it's good for the community. We appreciate the time. The Capitals always good for the community, and indeed, as we said, these guys aren't just laying around during the off season. Very involved in the community, including Breakout.
1, 2, 3.
NHL Breakout, the coolest game on earth.
You play hockey?
Downtown this summer, the Caps and the NHL joined forces to host NHL Breakout 96 at the mall and hockey clinics at the site of the new MCI Center. Caps players met fans and offered them instruction in hockey fundamentals and also supervised 2 days of street and roller hockey tournaments, clinics, and other attractions.
At the NHL, we realized that kids have been playing hockey in their driveways, in the tennis courts, they've been taking over schoolyards. It doesn't matter whether you're playing on asphalt or you're playing on the ice, hockey is hockey.
Breakout 96 and the clinics at MCI Center offered kids of all ages the opportunity to test their hockey skills and to receive pointers from some of the best hockey players in the world.
It's my first time being down here, being a rookie and everything, and it's a good time to meet all the little kids. You can jump back and forth, and after you're done the stick, you're going to go over to see all those hacky sacks. Okay, you're going to pick one up, one at a time, and you're going to put them on every red dot. As soon as you're done the last one, I'll stop it. I'll tell you if you pass or not. All right? Think you can do it? You're top at it. Anything with NHL players is always big in our town, so I want to give it back to the community because they gave it to us.
A lot of the kids haven't been exposed to a lot of hockey, and I think a lot of them want to learn. You know, having these guys out here helping the kids, it's a good thing for them. So they learn from some of the best players in the world right now. So I think it's really good for the kids.
You play goalie. Wow. It must be crazy.
Last year we went to 9 NHL cities, and this year we're going to 16 NHL cities.
The popularity of these events demonstrates the incredible growth of the sport in the nation's capital and across the country. No longer is ice required to enjoy the thrill of playing the coolest game on earth.
As you can see, Breakout's a wonderful way to keep the wonderful sport of hockey top of mind year-round and also involve families and encourage participation in the sport of hockey. Well, as we go to break, I need to warn you, you're going to have to brace yourself. Right now, the MCI Connection of the Week. And this week, two ex-teammates star in this week's clash. Pittsburgh's Craig Muni and the Oilers' Kelly Buckford.
2 as they add a couple goals against the Flyers.